I asked my best friend to leave his girlfriend so he could be with me. Even saying that out loud still makes me cringe. Not because I didn't love him, because I should have told him years earlier. We'd been best friends since we were kids. We grew up on the same street, walked to school together, studied together. When my parents got divorced, he was the one who sat with me until I stopped crying. When his dad lost his job, my family made sure he always had somewhere to eat after school. We'd been through almost every important moment of our lives together. I think somewhere along the way, I convinced myself we were eventually going to end up together. I never actually asked him how he felt. I just assumed. Then one day he called me. I met someone. I still remember forcing myself to sound excited. "Oh, tell me about her." He talked about her for almost an hour. I'd never heard him smile like that before. Every sentence felt like someone was slowly breaking my heart. After that, things naturally changed. He still made time for me, just not as much. Weekend movies became date nights. Late night phone calls became quick texts. I hated myself for feeling jealous. She hadn't done anything wrong. She was kind, funny. She genuinely made him happy. But every time I saw them together, I couldn't stop wondering, why wasn't I enough? We'd known each other for almost 20 years. How could someone he'd known for 6 months have the place in his heart I'd secretly been saving for myself? I started finding excuses to spend more time with him. I'd call just to talk, ask if he wanted coffee, invite him places. I told myself I was just trying to hold on to my best friend. Deep down, I knew I was hoping he'd choose me instead. His girlfriend noticed before he did. One afternoon, she smiled at me and asked, "Can I ask you something?" I nodded. She said, "Are you okay?" That question caught me completely off guard. She wasn't angry. She wasn't accusing me of anything. She just looked concerned. I lied and said I was fine. I wasn't. A few weeks later, I finally asked him if we could talk. We sat on a bench at the park we'd been going to since we were kids. I don't even remember how I started crying. The words just came out. "I love you. I think I've loved you for years. I keep hoping you'll wake up one day and realize I'm the person you're supposed to be with. I know it's selfish, but I need to ask. Will you leave her?" He didn't interrupt me once. He just listened. When I finally stopped crying, he reached over and held my hand. Then he quietly said, "I love you too." For 1 second, my heart stopped. Then he smiled sadly. "But not the way you love me. I've only ever seen you as my best friend." He looked down at the ground before continuing. "I fell in love with her the first week we met. I've never had to convince myself. It just happened." I started crying even harder. Not because he was cruel, because he was so unbelievably kind. He hugged me and whispered, "I am so sorry you've been carrying this alone. I wish I'd known. I never would have wanted you to hurt like this." Before we left, he said something I'll never forget. "I'm going to give you some space. Not because I don't want you in my life, but because I love you too much to keep accidentally hurting you." A few days later, his girlfriend asked if I'd meet her for coffee. I almost didn't go. I thought she was going to tell me to stay away from him forever. Instead, the first thing she did was hug me. She said,